Welcome back. Everyone is into recycling these days. Case in point? Well, Into recently visited Harricana, a talented design house that's making great use of recycled materials.
Mariusz, thank you so much for inviting us to Harricana. It's great to be here today.
It's great. We opened the store just for you.
Just for us, we are definitely honored. Thank you so much. Where do you find your furs, Mariusz?
I find my furs now a little bit everywhere. A lot of fur finds me now.
Fur finds you,
yeah,
I like that.
People know that it's written recycled fur outside, and they come in and they've heard about me through friends. So a lot of the furs, sometimes people will come with 4 or 5 coats, we'll transform one of them, we'll exchange the other one. So a lot of the fur finds me now.
Each piece is basically the product of a number of different coats, is that right?
A lot of the pieces are a mix now of different coats or different sweaters, or because we mix other materials also. We mix cashmere, we mix silk, we mix wool.
So every piece, in a sense, is an original.
Sure. Oh yeah, we have no choice.
So this is art.
I don't know if it's hard. Yeah, I think so. I think so. For one reason is we do get to choose every single piece. There's thousands of coats, and we have to go. Okay, this one is a bit darker. Let's match it with this one. And Karine, who's the production manager, does all this job with me now, and she does a good part of it alone now. So she has the fun of picking and choosing.
So it's a very involved selection process.
Yeah, and when we see it arriving, it's still a surprise. Even if some of them we've been producing in 600 units of a style, we're still like, oh, this is great, this is great.
And Mariusz, I've heard that you do custom work as well.
Yes, we do all sorts of things. People either come with their old fur coats,
right,
or they come with ideas and they want to own a fur coat, but they don't want new furs. So what we do is we sit down with them and we design and we put in our creativity and what they need. And
so it really is dependent upon the woman and what her individual needs are.
Yeah. We like to really design for them and get a bit crazy sometimes, more serious some other times, but most of the time they come to us and they want something special. They want something, I want them to go out and say, okay, this coat looks exactly like me, like what I was doing.
A reflection of themselves.
Yeah.
Do you do coats for men too?
Yes, we started doing some for men's. We did maybe about 10 or 15 of them. A lot of them are ours.
So there's some really stylish men out there right now.
Yeah.
Whatever you can do with fur, however you can recycle it, whatever we could transform it into, you do.
Pretty much, if it's good taste. We had such a big winter and such a long winter that eventually when it started getting warm, we're like, oh, it's our first store. What are we going to sell in the summer? And I've always been designing all sorts of things from other materials, but it was a time to please myself and design a summer line. When you open up a fur coat, it's always very neat. And most of the time it was a thick, very good quality silk because people were wearing them. And so we started taking them out and mixing them up. And it always had a little bit of a Chinese feel to it. Very Asian, very
influence.
So we went, and Fanny, who's in charge of the made of measurements, was in Vietnam, and she brought tuniques back from Vietnam and jewelries and bags. So we're like, okay, I really like this mood.
We are going Asian.
Yeah, we were going Asian. We did a very small summer line. We did a little luncheon with friends and customers, and the day after we sold half of what we made, and it was like, okay, we have to sell more, we have to mix and match, and we were having fun because it was another creative period out of the year, because normally I have one big creative period plus all the made of measurement.
Mariusz, thank you so much for having us. It was such a pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
You are the queen of fur.
Oh la la, with the little fur crown here.
You will be the first woman to sport a crown with fur, and I think it will suit you very well.